Hey, good morning, folks. Tuesday morning here in North Georgia. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let's start out, tell everybody how to contact the show. Right there you go, contact the show. You can text me during the show at any time. Tell me what you think. You can send me an email, whatever. There's all the social media ways to follow us. All right, come back, Josh. First, do you know this guy here, number 43? Do you know this guy, number 43? Okay, now take him off. I just want, if you know him, all right? I got nothing this morning. I don't know. I mean, I have absolutely nothing. I mean, I have tried to come in and create a show. I mean, this is going to have to be a show about nothing. It's just Democrats and radicals and deep state media. And I mean, I got nothing here. I'll tell you what, we'll start here. I mean, if I can't find anything else, let's try this. Give me number 38. Now, I went by this morning to our local Ingles grocery store to take one last look at the avocados, and this is at 4:07 a.m. this morning. Closing border with Mexico would hurt our economy. Closing border would disrupt billions of dollars in daily trading. I mean, fentanyl, sex trafficking, all those things that could get shut off coming through the border is nowhere near the concern that you could lose out or your guacamole could be 3 times the going price. I'd like to order some guac, please. Well, that would be $12. $12! Well, don't you realize Trump shut the border off? But we did disrupt so many millions of dollars of fentanyl, and we stopped some sex trafficking and everything like that, but really hurt us on the avocado business. That's where we're at, folks. That's where we're at. That's where our priorities are, is it would hurt. And let me tell you something. I thought I said I had nothing. Anytime you hear code word for deep state, the National Chamber of Commerce, let me tell you something. You can't trust nothing about the National Chamber of Commerce. They're in on everything as far as the corruption in this country and wanting to sneak little Hondurans in here to pick a watermelon. Just saying, just saying, just saying. All right. So avocados, I have nothing. That is a priority, is what's going to happen if Trump shuts the border. And then, how about this? Number 30. I mean, Nipsey Hussle is dead. And there was a stampede at the memorial in LA. I mean, this is at 1 a.m. in the morning. That means it was at 4 a.m. This was the top lead this morning on CNN at 4 a.m. that Nipsey's dead. I mean, between the fact that I'm going to be struggling to get my avocados at a reasonable rate and Nipsey being dead, and I don't know what I'm going to do with my, who's going to bring out the next coolest, biggest hip-hop album, I've got nothing this morning, folks. All right. Enough of that already. Why are they trying to bring down, let me go, number 1, okay, Biden's team defends him against smears. And why are they trying to bring down Joe? This lady on there, what's her name? I forget what her name is, Lucy Flores or something. Now she's on there saying, hey, just look up creepy Uncle Joe Biden. You'll find it. Number 2, MSNBC, MSNBC, 5:08 a.m. Eastern Time this morning. Allies rallied to defend Biden against potential smears and forgeries. You know, so we have known for how many years that Joe likes a good hug, a good shoulder rub, a good kiss on the back of the head, a good Eskimo kiss. I mean, he is an Eskimo kiss guy. He likes to rub a nose from the... We've known this for how many years? Why now? I'm just wondering. Number 3. All right, and that is, I think her name's Stephanie Ashcroft. And that on the one side with the gaudy thing hanging around her neck, that is Ashcroft's wife there. He was the Secretary of Defense. Joe was just soothing her as she was going through a troubled day while her husband was wearing pumps. I'm serious, man. You guys don't realize how freaky these damn weird people are, okay? And there's the other. There's the little girl. Now, please tell me, okay? Now, Chris Coons has to come out. This is this is the senator from Connecticut, Chris Coons' daughter. And he's got to come out, him and his wife, and say, Joe's just an affectionate guy. He's just a loving guy. He wouldn't harm anybody. Nothing here is a Me Too moment. Nothing is a sexual advance. The daughter is like, probably coming out of the room like, Dad, he's a creep. Really? You went and said that? This guy's a creep. I don't think she agrees. That's a daughter of Chris Coons, all right? And then we have, let's see. I got a couple more here. We'll get to everything else, the subpoena. I want to know why they're taking Joe down. Why are they taking Joe down? We're going to get to the border and everything. I want to get this out of the way. All right, security clearances, we're going to talk about that. All right, now we have this other woman, and this is top news everywhere. Give me Amy Lapus. That's number 26. She's a Biden accuser. Now, first of all, these women, both of them, are now in the camp campaigning for other candidates. So this is intentional, all right, intentional. And they're bringing him down, but why now? Number 27, Connecticut woman says then Vice President Joe Biden touched her inappropriate at a Greenwich fundraiser in 2009. Women are 52% of the population. We are not a minority. We are a majority. It is time. We are represented as such after 45 male presidents. It is time we elect a woman. So we understand to take down a creepy Joe. All right? So let me get a little further into this, see if I have anything else on creepy Joe, and then we'll look at it. Number 40, 5 a.m. this morning Eastern Time. MSNBC started right out. Second woman accuses Biden of inappropriate contact. Okay. Now, let's get back. I will tell you in a minute. Let's get back to number 43. Do you know who this guy is? Well, that'd be Joe's son. That'd be creepy Uncle Joe Biden's son. That would be creepy Uncle Joe Biden's son that was married. If I have the story right, text me. I give you a number. But this is creepy Uncle Joe Biden's son that was married. His brother, Bo Biden, right? Was that his name? Bo Biden died of brain cancer. What a sad situation. That's his brother. So he leaves his wife after he's he's over there comforting his brother's wife. Holy mackerel. They're all a bunch. I'm just saying, just check it out, okay? Now give me number 42. Well, that would be Joe, number 42, Obama, and that would be Luke. So let's look at it like this for just a second. Joe Biden's 2020 Ukrainian nightmare. Now Luke Biden, right there, okay, John Solomon writes in The Hill that last year, this is an article in The Hill, I read it in The Hill and I'm on Breitbart now, you can find it in The Hill, that last year Joe Biden bragged, okay, about the time as vice president he strong-armed Ukraine into firing. He strong-armed the country into firing a top prosecutor. What he neglected to mention was the prosecutor he got fired was probing a firm which his son Hunter Biden, did I call him Luke? Hunter Biden worked. So Hunter Biden is on the board of this gas company. Oh yeah, oh yeah. There's a investigation, a corruption investigation in Ukraine into this gas company, which Hunter Biden is reaping the benefits from. Joe Biden goes over and tells the country of Ukraine, the government, see, this goes all the way back to Barack Obama. He knows about it. Obama knows about it. Joe goes over and he tells them he wants the guy fired. Now, Joe was in a position, the country was in a position to collapse the Ukrainian government. Because why? 2 years after leaving office, Joe Biden couldn't resist the temptation last year to brag to an audience of foreign policy specialists about the time as vice president that he strong-armed the Ukraine into firing a top prosecutor. Okay? In his own words, with video cameras rolling, Biden described how he threatened Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko, whatever, in March 2016 that the Obama administration would pull $1 billion in U.S. loan guarantees, sending the former Soviet Republic towards insolvency. He was ready to collapse their whole government. He was ready to make them totally insolvent if they didn't immediately fire Prosecutor General Viktor Shokin. Hey, you know, it's Ukrainian names. Let's move on. Stay with the story. He had to admit, he bragged about this. You got to understand, Joe bragged about this on camera. In fact, we're going to pull that up in a minute, all right? He bragged about it on camera. But Ukrainian officials tell me there was one crucial piece of information that Biden must have known but didn't mention to the audience. The prosecutor he got fired was leading a wide-ranging corruption probe into a natural gas firm called Burisma Holdings that employed Biden's younger son, Hunter, a board member. Hunter's a board member, okay? I mean, this story, if you go, and you need to read this, okay? If you go to the Hill, they might bury this thing soon. The name of the story is Joe Biden's 2020 Ukrainian Nightmare, a closed probe is revived, okay? And I'm telling you right now, this goes all the way up. Biden was ready to immediately fire. If they didn't immediately fire, he was ready to pull $1 billion in loan guarantees that would have made the country insolvent. Okay? I said, you're not getting the billion. This is Joe Biden. I said, you're not getting the billion. I'm going to be leaving here I think, in about 6 hours. I looked at them and said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor is not fired, you're not getting the money. Biden recalled telling Poroshenko, I don't know, what the hell. Well, son of a bitch, he got fired. This is Biden's words. He got fired, and they put in place someone who was solid at that time. All right? Now, if you get down and you read the article, you will find out U.S. banking records show Hunter Biden's American-based firm, Rosemont Seneca Partners, LLC, received regular transfers into one of the accounts, usually more than $160,000 a month, from Burisma Holdings, LLC, whoever they are, from spring of 2014 through the fall of 2015, during the period when Vice President Biden was the main U.S. official dealing with Ukraine and its tense relations with Russia. So here the Ukrainian people are in these tense relations with Russia. We're supposed to be their allies. I mean, these people are in fear, okay? They're a former Soviet Union country, or part of the former Soviet Union. And the Russians are trying to, take over again. And we're over there supposed to help them. And we got $1 billion worth of loan guarantees. And what do we do in the fear of this government? Because this government can't turn on the United States. Because if it does, they collapse. We're the only thing over there helping them maintain some sovereignty. What does this jackass do? He doesn't go over there and rub the guy's shoulders. He doesn't go over there and give him kisses on the cheek. He doesn't go over there and try to kiss him on the back of the head. He doesn't go over there and try to give him an Eskimo kiss. No. He goes over there and he uses the United States of America, our country. He uses his position as Vice President of the United States. He uses Barack Hussein Obama's administration, which is tied to him. And Obama knows everything Biden's doing. And Biden says, look, you're going to get rid of the prosecutor that's probing the natural gas company for corruption that my son's on the board. It's going to happen or you ain't getting the damn money. All right, you fire him now or, no money. They're going to be insolvent. They had no choice. Fire the guy and keep funneling the money into Hunter Biden's account. And we're investigating what? What are we investigating? I'm not for sure. What did we spend $25 million on a special counsel? I'm not for sure. Hell, I'm not for sure. I don't know. I'm going to take a brief break and we'll be right back after these messages. Hunter Biden. We might talk a little more Biden when we get back. Those are creepy ass people, whole creepy damn family. Take us a break.